What's up, guys? Chris of Chef Sports Cards here. Merry Christmas to everyone. We're doing 2021 Topps Heritage High number, third case break number 4. It should actually be, the numbers got screwed up. This is the last third of the case. It should be 3, but for some reason I skipped number 2 in the numbering. So this is the last third of this case that we're doing. Hope everybody's well. Hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas, got some good stuff, gave some good stuff, and had a good time. Now it's time to open some cards and try to get some good stuff. For those of you who are new to our channel, welcome. A little bit about us. We've been around for almost 4 years now. We break mostly baseball with a little bit of everything else mixed in. We ship all cards from every break. We're very generous with the top loading, and we ship as quickly as we can, usually next day or within 48 hours of the break. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We do a free break. Every 1,000 subscribers we turn. It's a big break, a couple $1,000s worth of boxes. You want a chance to get into it, all you got to do is subscribe to the YouTube channel. Your name goes in the random, and maybe you'll be in our next break. And as long as you're subscribed to the channel, your name will always be in the random for the free break. So if you don't get to the next one, maybe get the one after that. Who knows? Alex, Rich, what's up, boys? Merry Christmas. All right, let's go over the teams. D-backs, Todd H. Braves, Noah G. Orioles, Eric W. Red Sox, Brandon P. Cubs, Bradley C. White Sox, Todd H. Reds, Brandon P. Indians, Kurt D. Rockies, Jason O. Tigers, Anthony D. Royals, Roger W. Astros, Jason R. Angels, Brandon P. Dodgers, Jesse R. Brewers, Ruben F. Twins, Brandon P. Marlins, Matthew T. Mets, Rich L. Yankees, David K. A's, Scott L. Phillies, Wayne R. Pirates, Todd H. Cardinals, Robert D. Padres, Jeffrey G. Giants, Jason O. Mariners, Javier D. Rays, Michael L. Rangers, Todd H. Blue Jays, Roger W. And finally, Nationals, Robert D. Also, before we get started, we do have the giveaway tonight, as most of you I'm sure know about. We are giving away a box of All-Star Rookie Cup, a little Christmas giveaway. I've also got a box of Series 5 Topps 206 we're going to give away. I've also got a Black Friday Power Pack, which I don't really know a lot about. I think the company sent me a few packs of these. So, but they always have like an auto in them and some other cards. Who knows? Maybe there's something to chase in there. But we'll be giving all those away tonight. After we do the Elite Extra break, we'll come back and do a fourth setup, and we'll do the random for all those and see who wins. Every spot goes in. Every spot that's paid for goes in, and we just do it by the spots. So the more spots you have, obviously, more of a chance, and so on and so forth. Anyway, you guys get it. So somebody will be walking away with that box tonight. All right, let's do it up. Box number 1. Let's bring this down a little bit. If anybody got any good hits, good presents, good anything like that, please let me know. I love to hear it. If somebody was lucky enough to get their wife or husband or whoever to buy them some cards, I always love to hear about it. All right, poster of a Blake Snell for the Padres. So next week we're supposed to have Bowman Draft and Bowman's Best, which I seriously doubt they're going to release them both on the same day, although it says there and they haven't changed it yet. So I guess for now we're expecting it, but hopefully we'll have draft next week. That's what I'm hoping for. All right, let's do it. Good luck, everybody. And Catfish Hunter. Mickey Moniak, Jazz rookie. Alex, how was your Christmas, buddy? Did you get anything good? And for the Metropolitans, Carlos Carrasco, numbered 623 of 999. For my man Rich. Come on. Top loaders sticking together. What the nonsense is that? It's fine. I just got a couple new cases of top loaders in, and I still had a few cases on the shelf. Usually I order them like 5, usually like 5 cases at a time. You know, it's like 5,000 top loaders at a time. And then, you know, the regular size. And anyway, this company that I used to buy from, and I haven't in a while, contacted me and said, oh, we got top loaders in, this and that. Really good price. And I'm like, okay, what kind of price? And I'm like $89.99, which for anybody who buys top loaders on a regular basis knows that that's a very good price these days. It used to be, before the pandemic, top loaders were $69.99 a case, like across the board pretty much. But ever since the pandemic, they've gone up into the 300 range, and they've come down some recently. But anyway, guys like, oh, I got $89.99. Jonathan India rookie, which is by far the cheapest I've seen in a long time. So I'm like, well, what's wrong with them? Nothing, man. Clemente. They're great. I'm like, come on, seriously, dude. What are they, like 10 point, this, that, whatever? No, I'm telling you, I wouldn't lie to you. They're awesome, blah, blah, blah. So it's all right. Well, give me 3 cases, then I'll check them out. And sure as hell, they're like perfect. Like, I was like, wow. Surprised. So there are deals out there to be found. It's a high number of Mike Clevenger for the Padres. In this product, Chris? Yeah, it does seem like you get outbid. A lot of people go for Minnesota in this one. Urias. So, for anybody who doesn't know, which I'm sure most of you do, the 5-hole, the 5 card is the hit card in this product. So, like if there's a French back, it's that's where it's sitting. Usually we always find them, but so that's why, like, it's not necessary to kind of kick through all the cards and check them. We do ship all cards though if we were to miss one. So Clemente, Carlos Santana, high numbered, Kansas City. That's the 216 Kevin Biggio that was missing from the regular Heritage set. I don't think they're necessarily short printed or anything in here, but it is for anybody who's a set collector or a team collector of the Blue Jays. That Kevin Biggio is that 216 that was missing. It doesn't seem like they're short printed. We've found plenty of them since we've been doing this. I got rough my fingers up to grip these cards. The strangest surface. Nick Anderson, high number for the Rays. Now and then walk-off home run. The poster top loader. Oh yeah. The bigger ones. Yeah. Well, the problem is so many people went to China and ordered like these crap top loaders. I'm sure many of you guys have seen them. And I mean, I and most guys who break are very specific. Jahmai Jones high numbered for the Orioles, about the top loaders that we use. Like there are very certain brands that I'll only buy, and not necessarily the top ones that are so absurdly expensive. There are plenty of really good brands out there, just as good, that are not as, pricey. But believe me, I've thrown away a lot of top loaders that I didn't like when I got them in, cases of them, because I wasn't going to send them out. I wasn't going to use them on my own cards, so they were just going to sit here otherwise. Hey, everyone's favorite, Trevor Bauer. Never play baseball again. I was just reading an article about him that said they think they're going to make a decision after the holidays as far as if he's going to be charged or not. 2 packs for 11. Nico high numbered for the Cubs. Is that what 2 packs of regular top loaders for $11? So that would be. Oh, you're talking about the poster ones. I'm sorry, the poster ones. Yeah, I guess I haven't bought those things in a long time. I have no idea. It sounds like a decent number to me. Trevor Story. Come on, let's find something. All right. Kirilloff rookie. Get 2 posters, yeah. See, the one time I bought those, it was a few years back. I bought them for some top loaders. Andrew Vaughn rookie performances. Sergio Alcantara, high numbered for the Cubs. And they were cool and everything, but they were kind of flimsy. Like, I was worried about using them like to mail or whatever. I was worried they could still get bent pretty easily in the mail, but I guess they were okay. Oh, nice for the Rays. For Michael, a little Randy Arozarena auto. Very nice. Nice set. There you go, Michael. Anytime you're pulling autos out of Heritage, it's a good thing. And are they for the posters out of high number, Chris? Akil Badu rookie. There's a Kalenic rookie. Victor Carantini, high numbered for the Padres. Okay. Box number 2. You know what? I mean, in general or this year, Alex? Pete Ham for the Twins. Buyback, 72 buyback. I mean, there's some really good guys in here. I don't think they're really being appreciated maybe as much as they would be. I mean, like if one or two of them get really hot over the next year, this product's going to be a lot more expensive between Vaughn, India, and Kalenic, you know. Look, Heritage is always tough because of the one hit thing, you know. And, you know, Top's answer to that is always, oh, well, it's a set collector's product, which I suppose maybe it is, but I think if they put a second hit in these, it would make a huge difference for them, you know. Come on, seriously? Hot box. This is hot box number 4 for this case. This is crazy. Chadwick Tromp, rookie for the Giants. So I mean, I'm happy we got it, but we've had quite a few hot boxes out of this case. Yeah, I mean, it's okay, and like I said, time will tell if it's a good set. If India, I mean, India just won Rookie of the Year for Christ's sake. Although, I'm sorry for my language, but I don't feel like people are still taking India very seriously for some reason. Cody Hero, White Sox. There seem to be some people out there looking to collect them, but I'll be honest, the Reds don't really sell that high in anything that India's in. I mean, higher than most, but not like, oh, there's a Rookie of the Year in there, you know. If he was a pitcher, I would understand that, but he's not, you know. Zach Davies. Excuse me. You know, if he comes out next year and is killing it, you know, then these products are going to become much, much more expensive. Because honestly, I mean, this is a case I got when it first came out, but I mean, right now you can buy Heritage High Number pretty cheap. Taylor Trammell, rookie. I mean, honestly, if you ever wanted to take a shot at, you know, holding on to something to try and make money, this might be one to do it, because I wouldn't be surprised if you found the right shop out there that you couldn't get these boxes for like 60, 65 a box right now. Clemente, you know, and Nick Matten, rookie. And if India continues to play well, gets better, if Vaughn or Kalenic, which everybody expects he will do well, you know, these boxes could double and triple in value pretty quick, you know. VOI? What? I'm sorry, what's VOI? I don't know what that means. Jemaihi Jones, rookie. Kalenic, rookie. But, you know, I mean, that's the same with any cards, though. You know, I mean, look, this year in general has not been, in most people's opinion, nearly as valuable as, like, last year, the year before, you know. Trevor Story. But, I mean, there's a lot of guys who are in this rookie class from this year who show some real potential that, you know, if one or two of them get real hot, everything from this year could go up very quickly. You know, that's what tends to happen. Some guys are smart about it, buy it and sit on it, you know, and then make a bunch of money later. Isaac Paredes, rookie. Get me a blaster box at Target and was deciding to see if I should take it back or not. Well, I mean, look, it's a blaster box. It's 20, 25 bucks, whatever it is. I mean, you never know. You pull an action variation or something like that out of there, and, you know, I mean, it's like any product you buy. Who knows? But, I mean, if it was a hobby box and you had the opportunity to take it back, it was more money. Like, if you wanted to use the money for something else or whatever, I get it. But, I mean, you're talking about a $20 box. It's not, I can't imagine it's going to make or break anything, you know? But, I mean, there's certainly some guys in here who you know, have some value. Kyle Cody. $29.99 for a Heritage High Number blaster? Really? Wow. That's crazy. Steven Strasburg for the Nats. Well, either way, I mean, you know, look, I told you before, I bought a hanger box at Target and pulled a Trout Real One auto out of it, so who knows, you know. Xander Bogaerts. Yeah, I mean, I would open it too, but I don't know what your situation is, so. Place it. And Nico for the Cubs. Andrew Vaughn rookie. And, oh, look at that. Trent Grisham with a broken bat relic in there. Is that, it is bat, yeah. A little cracked bat relic in there for the Padres. Trent Grisham. Padres is Jeffrey. Little split on the relic there. Dane Dunning purple. Mosaic Baseball and Bowman Platinum. They're decent. Mosaic Baseball, I'll tell you what. Tyler Zuber for the Royals. 230 of $9.99. I wasn't necessarily the biggest fan of it when it came out, but I got to be honest with you. Some of the values on stuff is selling shockingly well, especially like those yellow reactives and red reactives that come in the mega boxes, or like some of those special ones that come in the blast, or some of them are, you know, if you get the big names, you get Tatis or whatever, they sell surprisingly well for a unlicensed product, for, you know, kind of base parallels, you know. Jared Kelenic purple, nice one there. Well, I mean, Mosaic was their first year for Mosaic in, you know, as a standalone product. But, and I felt the same way you did too, but I got to be honest with you, like, some of those cards are selling for a lot of money, surprisingly, you know. I'm not the biggest fan of it either, but, you know, yellow reactive Tatis you can get $20 for. You know, if you get like a gold reactive Ohtani, which is numbered to 99 or something, for like $50. Griffey's, you know, like yellow and red reactives, which aren't really hard to come by. Johan Ramirez rookie. You know, they're selling for $10-15 a piece. So you'd be surprised how much you can pull back out of those boxes sales-wise. Platinum, I'm always a fan of. I really like this year's Platinum. The only problem with Platinum ever is the, you know, not on card auto, you know, the stickers. But Drew Rasmussen high number. Eddie Rosario. Well, I don't know what's in the blaster box. I mean, they all have special ones. I don't know what's in the blaster. I didn't open any of those this year. I opened some megas. They had the red, and there's another Kevin Biggio. Victor Gonzalez purple. Jonathan India rookie. We just opened some of the megas, which had the the yellow and red reactives in them. I was actually looking, honestly, hobby boxes are so cheap of it right now. I was actually thinking of bringing some in. I mean, you can pick up a hobby box of Mosaic right now for like $75. Zach McKinstry rookie. That's the only kind of crazy part about Kirilloff rookie is, if you want to, Charlie Morton, if you go on Target, the Mosaic mega boxes are $50, but you go and blow out and get a Mosaic hobby box for like $30 more, and get 3 autos in it. Carlson rookie performers. Jared Oliva rookie. One Mosaic and one silver in the whole box? Oh, okay. I thought they had like a pink Mosaic in them or something, like a couple of those. Again, it's one of those things where buying the Mega would just be the better way to go. And a French back, Andy Young for the D-backs for Todd H. Those are beautiful, beautiful French backs. But again, when somebody's buying cards, but as a gift or something, they don't really know. They don't know. They're just, hey, there's baseball cards. They like baseball cards. You can't really hold them to too much. Oh, you got me a Blast. You should have got me you should have got me a Mega. Better, whatever. The fact that they went through the hassle of getting you cards is nice enough. I used to always get mad with my wife and my son. Like for years, they would never buy me cards. And I'd be like, I'm the easiest person to shop for. You know what I want. And I don't know why, but they caught on eventually, and now they do, or they buy something in the realm of cards, like a gift card or something like that, so I can buy them myself. But Ryan McKenna. The funny part is my wife, she's actually bought me some pretty decent stuff unbeknownst to her. Like last year for Father's Day, she bought me a couple blaster boxes, of all things, of Prism basketball, like 2020 Prism basketball with Zion in it and all that. I barely open basketball, but she was like, "Oh, I just saw them, so I grabbed them." She's like, but she doesn't know that they're rare or anything like that. Pool hosts. I wish I never opened them because the things sell for like $300 a piece now or something like that. All right, let me move a little base before we move on. But, funny, kind of going along with what Chris said, too. I tend to find that when people who don't really know what they're doing buy me stuff, they tend to hit. Well, I saw this, so I grabbed it, that type of thing. And then you open it up and you're like, of course, you picked the box that has, whatever in it, Of gallery from this year's, the monster box or whatever. I think that was the standard price on gallery this year, set like $79.99. Clyde Wright for the Angels. And the only thing with that is they'll never, unless they put it in like a, clearance bin type of thing, they'll leave it at those, suggested retail price $79.99 until eventually it ends up in a clearance bin. But usually that type of stuff sells out eventually. Brandon P. But the funny part is, a lot of times you can go on, even Blowout or David Adams, which, to be honest with you, Blowout is not even close to the cheapest place around these days. In fact, they're one of the more expensive out of a lot of the second-tier distributors. Second-tier distributors are distributors who distribute to everyone but sell to the public, too. They have better deals, but honestly, Blowout's turned into since the pandemic, has turned into one of the more expensive ones, where they used to always be the cheapest, So it's kind of funny, like, you got to pay $80 there, but you can get it at Blowout for $10 cheaper or whatever it is, Then and now, Grand Slam versus the Rangers. No, Alex, you have no idea. If you go back, if you go back and watch my 2018 update breaks, I couldn't even fill them. Like, I was begging people to buy spots. And look, there's a ton of guys like that. With 16 Bowman with Tatis. The White Sox were the last team to sell in everyone's break. Nobody wanted them. And it's hilarious if you go back and watch videos from like different breakers from then. I wasn't breaking quite then, but like if you go back and watch any from like CSB or whatever, he talked about it all the time. Well, nobody wants a White Sox, I guess I'll have to take them, or he would sell them at a super cheap price. And now you look back and it's like, oh gosh. Daniel Johnson high numbered, like there's this one video from CSB where he pulls a gold Tatis and like then he pulls like a blue like Tatis first or something like that, and it was like nobody wanted the team. It's crazy. But Jonathan India rookie, that's cards. You just don't know. Look at Juan Soto. Juan Soto was another one, man. Nobody knew who Juan Soto was when it came out. If you ever look at his first Bowman card, he looks like toothpick thin. He's like 16 years old. He looks like he weighs about 110 pounds soaking wet. And it was like a joke to get Washington. Everybody like, who's this Juan Soto kid? He looks like you could break him in half over your knee. And fast forward to 3 years later, and somebody looks brilliant. Bo Bichette was the same way too. Nobody wanted Bo Bichette. Like it was a joke. His name was a joke. We used to make fun of it in breaks. Like, oh, Boba Fett, blah, blah, blah. Like, and his name made him seem like a joke. And then he didn't take long to catch on, to be honest. Like the next year he went nuts in the minors, and his stuff shot through the roof, and everyone was like, oh God, why didn't I buy that? That's what drives you crazy. Brinson high numbered for Miami. So, I mean, you're talking about some major players of the last 5 years. Soto, Tatis, that nobody had any interest in when their cards came out. And those cards now are worth untold thousands of dollars, absurd amounts of money. Yeah, honestly, that's how I picked up. Like, I still have a Juan Soto. I think I have two Juan Soto firsts. I had a Tatis. I have some Tatis first, but I had a Tatis first auto that I sold a while ago. And honestly, I got them in randoms, or I got them because I just wanted to get in a break, and I bought the last team that was there. I'm just like, whatever. I'll take the White Sox for $50, or whatever it was. But that's the way it goes, That's why, and I've talked about this before, I don't really get the selling cards for like $1 or $2. I mean, I understand that people have to turn money over in this because it's an expensive hobby, but I don't think most people realize that when you sell a card on eBay for 99 cents, you literally make no money at all. I mean, home run robbery and Carlos Carrasco, high number for the Mets. After fees and everything else, if you sell a card for 99 cents, it ends up costing you like 82 cents to sell it. So sometimes when you get these guys in Bowman or in draft and their cards only sell for a couple bucks, like, I don't really see the point in selling them. You're not getting back anything. And who knows, maybe one of them catches and it's worth it. Like any Bowman first anymore, I just don't sell them anymore. I keep them all. And some people might say, oh, that's crazy, this is worth this is worth that. But you might have 50 that don't go anywhere, but you have one that makes up for all 50 of them. I learned my lesson with Judge. That's the whole Aaron Judge thing killed me. I mean, I lost probably $15,000 to $20,000 on Judge cards just because I didn't wait 4 more weeks. And believe me, I had a strategy. I had a reason for selling. I thought, he wasn't doing well in the beginning. He didn't do well in his September call-up. He didn't do well in spring training. He didn't do well at the beginning of his rookie season. Most people forget that, And I just was like, yeah, I got to get rid of this dude. Urquidy, high number. And then I swear I sold it, and like 3 days after I sold it, he started hitting those home runs. Yes, I think I have 2 Soto firsts, actually. Pretty sure 2 first Soto autos. And no, I don't want to give them away. I want to hopefully one day use them to help pay for something large. I have an Acuna first. I have, I mean, I have a lot of those guys' stuff. I have a couple of Ohtani autos of his rookie autos. Before I started breaking, I used to buy in absurd amounts of breaks. I used to buy absurd amounts of cards. I can't even fathom the money I spent on cards between the years of like 2013 and 2017. Like, I guarantee it was in 6 digits. There's no doubt about that. And for some people that may be nothing, but for me it's a fair amount of money. And really the only thing that slowed me down is I started breaking myself, and I've just tied up with doing this for you guys that it slows me down. But I even sometimes now like go in ruts where I don't open anything for a while, and then I like kind of go crazy for a little bit because I'm like, I haven't been opening anything, you know. Because I do still, you know, enjoy collecting. I mean, I like opening cards for you guys and hanging out and chatting and talking about cards and sports and stuff, but I do still enjoy opening stuff myself, too. For the Orioles, Trey Mancini. 589 of 999, Mr. Cancer himself. Didn't he ended up being what, comeback player of the year, wasn't he, this year? After his cancer scare and all that. It's awesome. Do I want to give you that card? Yeah. You want to buy it? I can whip you up a price. I don't know that you're gonna like it. I don't know. I'm sitting on a lot of that stuff because I'm waiting to see if PSA is ever going to do a more normal priced grading, so I can get them graded. Some of the bigger stuff. I have like a huge stack of high-end stuff that I would like to get graded, but I want to get it graded by either PSA or Beckett. But I don't want to have to pay $300 a card to do it. So they've been kind of sitting off to the side here for a while now. Hunter Renfroe. I can't believe we haven't had an action variations yet. Like, this is crazy. They have a few of them by now. Clemente. David Dahl, high number for Texas. Yeah. Yeah, it's a couple K. And for the Cubbies, Wilson Contreras with the pinstripe. Cubbies is Bradley. This has been kind of a strange case of high number. We've had a ton of hot boxes. We've had plenty of refractors, plenty of chromes. We have had some variations, but like any black borders and stuff like that, I think we only have one in the whole case or something like that. It's just been kind of a weird case. And autos and relics, I think we're even up right now at 5 and 5. Or no, that would put us at 6 and 5, I think. Kalenic rookie. I think that last relic puts us at 6 and 5 for this case. Woodruff high numbered for the Brewers. Okay. this will be the end of our Heritage high number for this year. Unless it pops its head up in a mixer or something, but I don't think so. I think we'll be done with after this case. Ron Santos, old head, throwback Cubbies poster. It would be a good card to get graded, definitely, Chris. I mean, and here's the thing. First of all, it's a beautiful card. The only issue I see is the autograph's a little off. That may be your only problem. And now, don't get me wrong. I didn't look at it with a microscope or anything like that. Like, I didn't really get into it, but just kind of looking at it, I think the auto's a little off on the bottom. Carlson, rookie performers. So that could be an issue. But a card like that out of contenders, obviously it's valuable, but grading it would add a ton of value to that card. It really would. So yes, I think it would be a very good card to grade. And especially if he comes up and plays the way he was playing last year. I mean, he was kind of making mincemeat of the minors last year. So, everybody pretty much thinks he's going to be in the pros this year and doing well. So if he does, grading it and sitting on it for a little bit and keeping your fingers crossed a little bit that he comes up and starts hot out of the box, out of the gate, that card definitely could have some serious value to it. It's numbered to 15, man. It's, but I mean, still, again, it's not, it's a Springer high number. It is a contender. It's not a Topps card. It's a Panini card. So that's going to hold it back a little bit, The card would actually be, now again, for value, I'd go, like we talked about PSA or Beckett, but HGA, with their labels, the way they do them, that card would look really cool in their things. But I know there's a lot of issues with HGA these days. A lot of people have, I don't really know. Like, I hear a lot of complaints about it. So I don't know that the labels are maybe worth necessarily going to them to do grading, but with the diamond print and the look and everything, they would look really cool. A's Vita Blue. But it can do nothing but add value, so you're not, unless you got a really bad grade on. But I don't see that happening. It looks like a pretty nice card. Rafael Marchon is a high numbered for the Phillies. Now, the only other thing, like when I was talking about variations, is because we did get that error variation in the last break, which is really like one of the most difficult variations to get. So I don't know, maybe that's taken away a little bit, because those are like one every 3,000 packs or something like that. So the Triple E break is coming up at 11:30. And again, for anybody who is not in that, obviously you guys will be in the giveaway later tonight. So we'll be doing the giveaway around, I would assume around 12:30. Once Triple E's done, I'll go off for 5 or 10 minutes to set it up. Joe Adell, rookie performers. So if you want to tune back in for that, if you're not, please, by all means. Otherwise, the video will be up. If you got to go to bed and watch it tomorrow, we'll get the video up there so you can see it in the morning. And as I said before, we'll be back tomorrow night, too, with more Triple E and our last 5 holiday boxes. There's that Kevin Biggio again. Our last 5 holiday boxes that we have. Jose Miranda. Jose Miranda. I have. Who is he? It's not. Jose Miranda, it's not grabbing me. Like, I can't think of who the guy is, so I would assume I don't. I mean, there's so many cards here, it's possible I have it. I just don't even realize, But who does he play for? What is his position? The number isn't, or the name isn't really striking with me right now. I do have some of your guys' autographs, though. The one you've been collecting, Clevenger high number, Chris, that Fletcher guy. It's funny. I just pulled a few of them out the other day. I was going through a bunch of cards I had stashed in a cupboard downstairs, and I had a couple of his autographs. And I was like, "Oh, this is the guy Chris is collecting." No. Machado and Ona. Twins minor leaguers, third base. Yeah, I'm not familiar. I mean, I'm actually trying to do a little bit of a I don't even know what I'm really trying to do right now, to be honest with you. I'm trying to straighten my cards out. So, but it's a very slow going process because I have other things to do, and it's going to take a while. But I will write his name down and keep an eye out if I do. It's like I said, it's not ringing a bell to me, but it's certainly, it's possible I have something. But I'll look. If I run across anything, I'll let you know. Will Crow, rookie high number for the Pirates. It's going to be the next big thing. Maybe a Rodriguez kid, in my opinion. Yeah, I don't. How long has he been in the minors? I do not know him at all. I mean, his name's just not striking a bell with me at all. Was he like an international free agent, or was he a draft pick, or? Sometimes as international guys, like, I kind of lose track of some of them. Whatever happened to Kevin Mighton? He was supposed to be the next, like, big thing. And I mean, I know he was super young, but I mean, I haven't, ever since he went to the Angels, I haven't heard anything about him after that whole nonsense in Atlanta. Like, he got redrafted, and because Atlanta was, I don't know, screwing around with their pool of money or whatever, and he actually got like 2 signings. Like, he got paid like twice. It was crazy. And then ended up with Atlanta and never heard anything about him again. Lance Lynn, high numbered for the Sox. I mean, I'm sure he's still playing, but I don't know. The way they talked about him, he sounded like he was going to be. Oh, Emmanuel Rodriguez, I know, yeah. The other guy I'm not familiar with, though. And for Texas, Kohei Arihara, rookie. 108 of 572 for Todd. It is funny, though. Sometimes guys, like, people get so locked in on top prospects, certain top prospects, like, Wander Franco. Give me 1 second, guys. I dropped the top over. Like, the past few years, people have been so honed in on Franco, and for a rightful reason. He's the number 1 prospect, this and that, but it's like some of these other guys kind of fall by the wayside for a while. You don't hear anything about them. Even though they're still very good players, but, 1 or 2 guys might overshadow a lot of other players at the time. Or Dominguez, everybody talks about Jason Dominguez. There's a lot of other guys who are really good too, It's all a toss-up anymore, you know. These guys, I mean, usually the guys that are supposed to make it and do well don't. The guys you never heard of are the guys who become the superstars. Or I mean, I know that's kind of weird to say, but I talked about this before, but there was I guess a study, you would call it, done, where they took, here's Christian Arroyo, high number for the Red Sox. They took all the football players, like since the draft was instated in NFL football, and took all the players and laid them out on a graph as to where they were. All the guys who physically played in the league and had careers, and how many of them were first-round draft pick, second-round draft pick, third-round draft pick. For the Twins, Josh Donaldson, Clubhouse Collection. And the crazy part was like 65% of the guys who had, and again, I read this a while ago, so I'm kind of paraphrasing, but I think they were doing like careers over 5 years, because the average career in football is like 3 years or whatever. So they were looking for more guys with like longevity or whatever. And that like 65% of the guys who had longevity and success in the NFL were from between like the 6th and 7th round, you know. Whereas the lowest level of that success was in the first round. Now, of course, there was, some accounting taken for, okay, what kind of players go in the first round? Quarterbacks, running backs. Well, not anymore running backs so much. I mean, but they used to. Skilled position players that can tend to either die out quick or get hurt or, whatever. So that does have some effect. But Jared Kalenic, rookie. But still, it was kind of an interesting article in the fact that the bulk of the guys who were having success were later round guys, and not the superstars who everyone talked about, I mean, and I just use football as an example because that was what I read the article about. I'm sure baseball's the same way. I'm sure every sport's that way. You take some of the best players in the sports that you love, and not many of them were first-round picks. I mean, some of them were, don't get me wrong, but not as many as you would think. Tommy Kennelly, high numbered for the Dodgers. All right, guys. Talks about Rhys Hines. There's a lot of guys that nobody gets talked about anymore. Well, in recent years, I always bring up Jesus Sanchez, who just came up this year. He was killing it in the minors this year. But Jesus Sanchez was a huge prospect for everyone. And then like 6 months later is when Wander Franco arrived. And everybody just forgot about Jesus Sanchez. Wander Franco was the guy everyone talked about, Now, I think Jesus Sanchez is going to have a huge year this year. I really do. And I'm betting on it a little bit. But okay, so and just the same as when Wander came up. Wander had a great year, but he wasn't hitting home runs every other at bat and this and that. So people are like, oh, I thought Wander Franco was supposed to be phenomenal. Well, he is. He just does it a different way than you think he should. All right, guys, let's do a hit recap for 2021 Topps Heritage High number, third case break number 4. Some rookies here that will get sleeving top loaded. There's a bunch of Kalenics, Indias, Vaughns, and we'll check and make sure if there's any we missed in there. I'm sure we missed one or two. We did have a hot box, purple relics, purple refractors. Let's go through them real quick. Pujols, McKenna, Peterson, Oliva, Morton, McKinstry, Gonzalez, Rosario, Ramirez, Dunning, Nico, Bogarts, Strasburg, Cody, Cameron, Paredes, Story, Jones, Matten, Trammell, Davies, Cure, and Trump. And those will all be sleeved and top loaded, of course. And then our other sleeved and top loaded items for this evening. We had 2 buybacks, 72 buybacks, Pete Ham and Clyde Wright. We did, it's a stay in my hand. We did have a Jared Kalenic purple in there also. Andy Young French back for the D-backs. Carlos Carrasco, Tyler Zuber, Trey Mancini, all to $9.99. Arihara rookie to $5.72. Then we had the Trent Grisham with the cracked relic in it. Wilson Contreras with a pinstripe. Josh Donaldson with another bat relic. And we did have the one auto of Randy Rosarena. All right, guys. Again, thank you so much for joining me. As always, I really appreciate it. We'll be back in about 10, 15 minutes for the Triple E break. If you aren't in that break, please stay safe, stay healthy out there. Have a Merry Christmas, and I hope everyone had a Merry Christmas, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.